Hey guys, it's Sharon, and today I am walking you through a get ready with me for a winter wedding. It is the first weekend in January, and I am off to do the guest book and programs for a family friend. We've been friends since I was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years old. So I'm heading off to do that, and I thought it'd be fun to take you along with me on what I decided to wear for this winter wedding. It's definitely a more formal wedding. My dress is pretty, it's long. You can kind of get the vibe of it here. Burgundy with florals. Her colors are actually like blush and a deep red, so I thought actually this works perfect, and it was already in my closet, so even better. I am featuring the Dreamy Dozen palette here by Lawless, the volume 2, and I do really like it. If you want to see how I got the rest of this look appropriate for a winter wedding, go ahead and keep on watching. We're going to start out with eye primer. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Primer. It is one of my favorites. If you need a good eye primer, this is one to consider for a decent price. Then I'm going to prime my face with the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. This is an excellent long-wearing, pore-filling, gripping primer that doesn't keep you too matte, but really grips your makeup. Then we are going in with the star of the show, the Dreamy Dozen Volume 2 palette by Lawless. I absolutely adore this palette. I got it a few months ago. I always go in with the creamy matte shade into the crease and upper brow bone to lay down a good blending shade. Then I'm going in with the lightest blending shade in the palette to give myself a base crease shadow, and I blend in circular and windshield wiper motions to make sure that we've really got a blurred out, really nice looking look. I am using BK Beauty brushes today. That's just what I've been using lately. I don't think it's necessary to achieve a good look. I believe this brush I'm using here is a Sephora brush that I really like. I've just gone in now with a deeper shade in the palette to deepen up that outer V crease portion, give it some more dimension, and really make it stand out. And again, blending. I'm next going in with a cooler brown for the outer portion of the lid. I'm just using a fluffy flat brush here to kind of lightly tap it on the lower part of my lid and dust it lightly up into the crease, just again adding a third layer of dimension with a different brown shade. Again, I'm using a BK Beauty brush here. Then the star of the show is this beautiful shimmer. It's not really a champagne because there's not enough pink in it. It's like a really pretty pearly vanilla with hints of gold in it. It's absolutely stunning. I love this shadow so very much, and I feel like it really makes the show. If you see me looking away during this, it's because I have a YouTube video playing. I have been having so much fun going through watching old Jaclyn Hill videos from like, I don't know, 2014, 2015, that era. Now I'm just going in, I just touched it up with my finger slightly and blended a little bit with the crease. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my liner. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex liner in chocolate. This is my very favorite liner. If you've watched my recent empties, or not empties, but favorites of the year, I included this in my favorites of 2024. It is the best precise liquid liner that I've ever used. It is better than anything I've tried from the drugstore. It's better than anything I've tried high end. Like, it's worth the dollars to buy this liner full price. I want to say it's about $24, but you can see I'm getting such a thin, defined, sharp wing. I just baby it, and it is so good. The tip is almost sharp. Like, you can feel how sharp it is, and it is a brush tip. It's my absolute favorite. It is the best. I'm not going to make you sit through watching the other eye. I'm just going to line this one and cut to the next, but it's an excellent liner, as you can see here. Gonna curl up my lashes with the Shiseido lash curler. It is the best lash curler I have ever used, also worth the money. And then I'm going to go in with my lash primer. This is the CoverGirl lash primer. This is my very favorite lash primer I've ever used, drugstore or high end. It is excellent. It works with so many different kinds of mascaras, just to help give it that kind of whitishy clear base, and then helping to volumize and lengthen any mascara that you put on top of it. It is so good. Then I'm using my Hard Candy Lengthening Mascara. I really sped through this, so I didn't want you to have to watch through too much mascara application, but this is like one of my very favorites. It was also a favorite of 2024. It's from Walmart. So good. We're going to color correct next under my eyes with my Bobbi Brown color corrector. I am in the shade Porcelain Peach. I do this every single time I wear makeup. I'm using the Angie Hot and Flashy concealer brush to apply that. And you can see it really just covered up those dark circles and brightened under my eyes. It's always what I do first. Then I'm going to go into the face with my Revlon Spot Concealer. I also use this under my eyes, but this is in the shade Vanilla, and I'm using it as my spot concealer today with that same brush to just lightly cover up any blemishes that I have. And then we're going to do some underpainting today. I had the time, so why not? So I'm using my Sephora contour stick. I love this. It was also a 2024 favorite. And then I'm just very lightly buffing this out. I'm not blending it as much as I would if I was putting it on top of foundation, since it is underneath. But I am putting it down as a base layer just to add some dimension. Then I'm using this Lucky Chick blush. I'm sorry, I don't have it in front of me, so I'll put the shade down below if you're interested. I think I got it in a subscription box, but it's a really pretty blush shade, and I'm just trying to get it used up. But you can see it looks very natural with my flush, like my natural flush. It almost blends perfectly. Then I'm going to use the new L'Oreal Lumi Le Glace, I believe it's called. I'm still playing around with this, but it definitely does add some nice glow. Again, I used it for my underpainting portion here. Then we're going in with the ABH Luminous Foundation. This has been my hands down favorite foundation of the year. It is in the shade 130N if you are anywhere near my skin tone, and you can see it is like a spot on perfect match for me. I absolutely adore this foundation. I am so close to using it up, and I will definitely be buying another. My favorite way to apply is with a damp beauty sponge. You can see it looks so good. It looks so good. I have no notes. It's perfect. Then we're going to go in with that Revlon Flexwear Cover Concealer again under my eyes. Again, shade Vanilla works best for me. This is just an excellent under eye concealer. It's not too dry. It's not too emollient. It's just perfect. It gives great coverage without being too full coverage, although I'd say it's pretty full coverage. I just love it. Again, no notes. And then for the brows, I'm going in with my Too Faced Pomade and Pencil. Unfortunately, you cannot get this anymore. I've learned that it's been discontinued, but I do love this pencil. So I'm going to spare you filling in both of them just because you know how to fill in a brow. I am using the Kosas Air Brow to set my brows. This is a great little brow gel. I forget how I got this little sample. It might have been like a birthday gift. I forget, but I do like it. I'd maybe buy a big one, but also it's expensive. Then the Kosas Cloud Set Powder under my eyes in Airy, just to set and brighten up that concealer a little bit more. And then I'm going in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light Plus for an all-over face powder, just to keep things in their place before I go and pop on my powder products. I'm going to next, though, do my lower lash line. I wanted to just deepen that up. I felt like the eye was pretty glam looking, and I needed some definition on that lower lash line. So I'm taking that warmer deep brown shade in the outer V and outer edge, and then I felt like it needed a little bit more depth, so I'm going in with my Makeup by Mario again just on that outer portion. I'm not bringing it in too far at all, and then I'm just going to go over with my pencil brush again and just kind of blend that together with the shadow that was already there, and I feel like it really defined things nicely. Then I'm popping in my Essence little sparkle glitter liner here into the inner corner. I like that just for a little pizzazz, just brightens things up. And then for the lower lash mascara is my MAC Giga Black Lash. This is a tried and true lower lash mascara with that little tiny wand. It works so perfect. And then I'm going on with my powder face products. So the Sephora Contour shade, again, a 2024 favorite product of the year. It is excellent. So now I'm just kind of going over everything that I did in the underpainting with a powder. This is also just helping to add more dimension to the face and really lock things in. Maybe the underpainting wasn't necessary today, but I did it just for fun. For bronzer, I'm using my Benefit Hoola Light. I do this very quickly and almost messy because it is such an easy shade to work with, and a nice light shade just adds a little bit of color to my face, and I really like this. Then for blush, I went in with my MAC in Blush Baby. I really enjoyed this blush. It is a beautiful, like rich, good wintry fall shade. It's just kind of like a mauve shade, I'd say, but I just love it. It's kind of a dusty, pinky. It just works perfect. It works perfect. I won't make you sit through the other side, but you can see it's done now. Next, we're going in with highlight, and I did use the ambient strobe lighting blush in Brilliant Nude as a highlight because it's such a light peachy blush. So I wanted to use it as a highlight, but I ended up not really loving it. It actually has quite a bit of sparkle in it, and I also just felt like, I don't know, you can hardly even see it in the video. It just was not doing for me what I wanted it to. So I did pull out my Essence Pure Nude highlighter and just swirled that all over on top. I think I'll be decluttering that ambient Brilliant Nude blush. It's just not one that I really care for, but I love that highlighter I just used. Then for setting spray, I'm going in with the Tear Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. This is an excellent, good dewy setting spray. Look at that fine mist. It is so good. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it gave you a little bit of inspiration, maybe some ideas on how to achieve this look yourself. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.